Good morning.
Well, yeah. Welcome back to another episode of the pod.
Pancakes and Pod. We are back.
Yeah.
Um, a little announcement. Last week we did a podcast and it's like a phantom podcast. It's like it never even existed because I never shared it. So in this week's episode of the pod, you're going to get a double feature.
Hey, Jeremy here. Just quick editor's note. We did end up having this episode shared, and you may have already listened to episode one. Thanks.
How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. How you doing, Colin?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Pretty good. How's the Poppy's bass in the background? Pretty good.
I don't know. I can't hear necessarily very much.
Okay, well that's good. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
We got a few things in store for today. We have our weekly go through of the spreadsheet, see how everyone's
Yep.
gone through on week two. I guess it's week three. It's been the second full week that we've had, but it's week three in the league, and we're going to do a new segment. Uh, the the Big Ten, the top 10 ads of the month. So once every 4 weeks, we're going to look at the ad drop list and see who made the highlights. There's always an ongoing circle of important players that will help your fantasy teams, and those that can use their 50 ad drops to get an advantage on other people. It makes a difference, and we'll go through some of those names today. Um,
Yep.
and maybe a little bit of a level of concern again for the Jays.
Jeez.
Where
Yeah.
where are we at? Okay. But we're not wearing Blue Jays baseball hats. We're not wearing any baseball hat. What are we doing, Colin?
We're wearing Raptors hats. That's what we're doing.
Game 82 of the season is today. Um, they can clinch the playoffs with a win. Um, over the Brooklyn Nets, the tanking Brooklyn Nets. All they do is got to win. And then it looks like we'll be playing the New York Knicks in the first round. So we're going to rock our Raptors hats today. Let's get them in the playoffs, Colin.
Yeah. Let's see how this bunch of players end up doing in the playoffs.
All right, Colin, let's get that spreadsheet up. Let's start looking at Fantasy Week 3.
Yeah. I can pull up the spreadsheet right here.
Maybe we should have called the podcast Loud Dads and Dogs. Hmm. Oh, my. All right. What do we got here, Colin? You always start with me. You put me in the spotlight right away. Who's been my
Yep.
teams? Who's been my players?
I end up putting your best player for the week as Corey Seager and best pitcher as Lucas Airkeg. Airkeg?
Air Keg or Air Seg. It might be a soft or a hard C. I'm not actually sure. Um, but I know Seager got a couple bombs for me, I think, right?
Yeah, he got a bomb and a steal.
A bomb and steal. I think it was against the Dodgers. And I had picked up Wyatt Langford and they hit 2-3 in the Texas order. So I got kind of back-to-back hitters for the
Yeah.
Texas.
Langford also hit a home run for you this week as well.
I saw that too. I did not include him in the top ad drops um, of the month because it's a kind of a recent ad drop, and we still have to see how that one goes. But I'm happy with an early bomb from Langford. Um,
Yeah.
and Airseg, we will talk about when we talk about top ad drops because he's become the closer for the Kansas City Royals. Um,
Oh yeah,
best,
three innings, two Ks, no ERA, no WHIP, three saves and holds.
Boom, love it. I'm up against we'll call De La Cruz Missile the bullpen. He's hard to beat and saves and holds with all his high end relief talent. So I've needed every little bit of Airseg's performance this week to try to hold down that category.
Well, yeah. If you look ahead slightly, I think you're fine on saves and holds.
It's been a good week for saves and holds, and yeah, I'm down 7-3. I've needed it. So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens today. Bad news Bears. How are the Bears doing?
Matt Olson for best hitter and best pitcher. I put Trevor Rogers.
Trevor Rogers. Is that the Jays, Rogers?
No, that's the Baltimore.
Baltimore's Rogers. There's like three of them. Now there's a Rogers on Minnesota, and they were playing Minnesota yesterday, and they're brothers, the Jays and the Minnesota Rogers, and their dad was at the game, wearing a Twins hat and a Blue Jays jersey, with Rogers on the back. But this is the third different Rogers that's not related, who starts, I think, for Baltimore then, right?
Yeah. 6 innings, 6 Ks, 3 ERA, 1 WHIP.
Okay. Um, Not a huge highlight performance, but solid.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it probably wasn't a big pitching week for Bad News Bears.
Not at all.
It's okay for a pitcher, but how about Olson? How's the bat doing?
5 runs, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, a little over 1,000 OPS.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Olson's doing Olson things as a first baseman with the Braves. He's a good one. I think that was one of Bad News Bears keepers. Um,
I
how's
He
your
was, yeah.
how's your team doing? Got Soderstrom?
My team probably could be better. I get this week. I'm not happy with how high my ERA nor WHIP is, but best batter I have Soderstrom and best pitcher I have Mackenzie Gore right now.
And tell me about Soderstrom.
2 runs, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, a little over 800 OPS, and a stolen base.
All right, some good cross category production for you.
Yeah.
And Mackenzie Gore.
Mackenzie Gore, five innings, 9 Ks, no ERA, 0.6 WHIP.
So Mackenzie Gore has had one standout start, only 5 innings pitched, but those were good innings with 9 Ks and no runs allowed. That's great. Colin,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure that your audio didn't cut out there. The Bat Waxers, Yordan Alvarez, who I
And
did
Sandy Alcantara.
who I did try to acquire through a trade, but Garrett didn't seem too eager to trade Alvarez this week. Then the breaks, I guess. Probably a wise move by him. He was one of the hottest players in fantasy baseball right now. What did he do this week?
2 runs, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and a little over 1,000 OPS.
Yeah, I think he's ranked top 5 fantasy player so far. Um, he had a down year with injuries last year, but he was one of the big sluggers the year before and the year before that. So maybe he's back in prime form for the Houston Astros, who seem to be putting up a lot of runs right now. Um, and Alcantara, another bounce back story. He had, I think you want to say he had the Tommy John surgery a couple years ago, and last year was his first year back, but he wasn't quite himself. And this year, he's off to quite the start. What's his stats for the week?
8.1 innings, 6 Ks, 2.16 ERA, 0.6 WHIP.
Yeah, he's a workhorse too. He pitches deep into games. I'm guessing those 8.1 innings were just in one start.
Yeah, he's got another start today too. So
Oh, so he's going to get a double week. That's going to be a big performance this week from Sandy Alcantara. Um,
yeah,
how's Jared doing with the Swedish meatballs? Looks like Teoscar
Teoscar
Hernandez.
Hernandez for best batter and best pitcher is Yo
Jose.
uh
Jose
Jose, Jose Soriano
Soriano.
Soriano Jose Soriano. Okay.
Teoscar, I know he hit a bomb against the Jays. I saw that. Um, I think he's hit more than one bomb this week, at least two from what I saw, right?
5 runs, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, a little over 800 OPS with a stolen base.
Okay. Yeah, it's a big week for Teoscar. He's a guy you can't leave the pitch over the middle or else he'll turn on that in a hurry. He
Yeah.
makes pitchers pay for the mistakes. Um, and Jose Soriano. I don't know much about Soriano.
I LA Angels pitcher.
What was his stats?
8 innings, 10 Ks, 1.13 ERA, 0.38 WHIP.
Okay. And so that's pretty strong. And he was um, one of the big ads this week too, but we're going to get to him as we go because he's having quite the start to his season as well for the Angels. Um, who we got next?
Sal Stewart and Ranger Suarez for Paul.
Another ad, Sal Stewart. Tell us about Sal Stewart.
Okay. So Sal Stewart, where is he here? Uh, okay, there we go. 4 runs, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, a little over 1,000 OPS with 2 stolen bases.
And he's a first base prospect coming up for Cincinnati, I think,
Cincinnati.
right? Yeah. And Paul jumped on him on the waiver wire, and it's a good start. Ranger Suarez, is that the starter?
Yeah.
Yeah, not Robert Suarez. He's the reliever, right?
Yeah, I'm
Rangers is
pretty
the one
sure.
who plays for Boston.
6 innings, 6 Ks, 0 ERA, 0.83 WHIP.
Yeah, they give him a bunch of money this offseason, and looks like he's been doing pretty well with it. Um, let's go to De La Cruz Missile. Um, speaking of me having the 2-3 hitters in Texas, I'm against Dave this week, and he's got the number one hitter, and that's Brandon Nimmo, who had quite the night last night. What's his stats for the
Yeah,
week?
Brandon Nimmo and then Michael Waka were the 2 players for De La Cruz Missile. I Nimmo had 3 runs, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and a little over 1,000 OPS.
I think all of that happened last night. He was had two doubles, 2 runs scored, sorry, one double, 2 home runs, 2 runs scored, and 3 RBIs last night. He was all of Texas's offense against the Dodgers. Um, and Michael Waka will also make a feature in our top 10 ads. He has been unbelievable pitching for Kansas City. Old veteran who nobody can find a way to hit this year. What's his stats?
15 innings, 10 Ks, 0.6 ERA, 0.73 WHIP.
Ooh.
Yeah,
15
it's a
innings.
really good week.
That's two deep performances where I think he went 8 innings one game and 7 innings another game,
Yeah, the math
without
makes sense on that.
allowing anything. Um, and he was again not drafted. He was added. If you haven't been using the free agent pool, you're missing out on some big time talent. Um, Chapman's Cherry Garcia. How's Dan doing?
Gunnar Henderson, and I put Shota Imanaga for pitcher.
Gunner's back, I think. He's back-to-back weeks for him.
I Oh yeah, I forgot how crazy this stat line is in comparison to everybody else so far. 6 runs, 4 home runs, 6 RBIs, 1.3 thousand OPS, and a stolen base.
Oh man, maybe I shouldn't have traded him. Oh yeah, yay. Well, I got some pitching out of it, and that's my backbone. So we'll see how it all plays out in the end. And Shota Imanaga, I don't know how he's done this week. Tell me about him.
6 innings, 9 Ks, 0 ERA, and 0.17 WHIP.
Solid pitching performance from Imanaga.
Yeah.
So those are our highlight players of the week. How is this summed up for the teams? Who's winning the different categories?
So for runs, we have Jer, who is winning with 39 runs.
The Swedish meatballs are back to hitting hard, I guess. And I think that was last year. It was a lot of offense and needed more pitching, right?
Yeah. And then for home runs, we have a tie between Paul and Ty.
Okay. Um, what are they tied at? Nine? Nine
Yeah.
home runs each. Okay. It's pretty good. Pretty tight category overall. We have six is the lowest, nine is the most. Um, RBI looks like a pretty close categories as well. Is it Bad News Bears at the 38? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
So Ty's bats are
38.
coming around. So his pitching not as good, but his bats are doing some damage. Um, and then we'll look at the overall OPS numbers to really look at how that power and on base add together for people. And I'm thinking, say it ain't Soto's probably got this one.
Yep.
And then Ty is in second with that. Both of them have OPSs over 800, 0.857 for Paul and 0.822 for Ty. So the offenses are carrying the day for those teams. Um,
And they happen
next,
to be playing each other too.
oh, what a great matchup. Tell me about the next category, Colin. What's happening here?
This next category, stolen bases. I'm leading with 13 stolen bases right now.
13. Who's getting all these steals for you? The next highest person's
Well,
like eight stolen bases.
well, O'Neill Cruz has 5 by himself.
Oh, I thought he was more just like power. He's got the speed too.
He's always been that's I have him on my team partially because I know he's going to steal bases.
Okay, so he's got five on his own, which is almost as many as a lot of teams. And you still have eight more stolen bases across your roster for the week. Who else is stealing bases for you?
So as mentioned prior, Soderstrom has 1, so we're at 6.
Hmm.
Jazz Grissom Jr. has 2, so we're at 8. Geraldo Perdomo has 2, we're at 10. Stephen Quam has 1, 11. Dansby Swanson has 1, 12. And Brenton Doyle has 1, 13.
Oh, you got a lot of speedsters on your team.
Yeah.
You could have more crooked weeks like that with stolen bases. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
But
we'll see.
definitely an area of strength for you this week. Um,
Oh, yeah, for
her,
sure.
her innings pitched. Um,
Innings pitched goes to De La Cruz missile.
um,
Barely, but
I
he
will
still got
say
it.
I have three starters going today against him to be able to make up
And
that difference.
you have 53.1. Yeah, you're. Let me look at the matchup really quick. You're this one.
I think I got Andrew Painter, Tariq Skubal, and is it Sanchez going? Cristobal Sanchez? Christopher Sanchez?
You have Andrew Painter, Logan Gilbert, and
Oh,
Tariq Skubal.
Gilbert. Gilbert, not Sanchez. Um,
And then right now Dave has Jacob DeGrom on the bench who's supposed to start today. And that's about it for him.
uh, hopefully Dave will get him in. That'll make for a good competitive category for us, which will be pivotal, I think, in our matchup, and it will also impact K's, depending on how many. You get a 7K lead on me, that I need to try to bridge this week too.
Yeah.
Um, his ERA though is just, and maybe this is part of the reason he may not start DeGrom is he doesn't want to lose that 1.2 ERA and 0.8 WHIP for the week. Untouchable numbers, really. He's got those categories locked down right now.
Yeah. And Paul has leading for strikeouts at 66.
Paul's got and Paul was close to top of innings pitch too, which makes sense. Usually those two go together pretty well. How's our whip?
Whip is, as you mentioned earlier, Dave at 0.88.
And then everyone else is kind of in between that and the 1.5 area. And our saves and
Yeah.
holds leader for the second
You.
straight week.
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, it's you.
Been doing okay. So that's our weekly update. How about a bit of our monthly top 10 ads? We've talked about a couple of them already, but I wrote down some names that I wanted to
All
kind of
right.
share. Um,
I'll try to find them and pull it up if possible.
okay. They kind of work in a couple different themes here. One is relief pitchers that have taken the closing gig and are making big influences on saves and holds. I found two of them. One was Paul Sewald, who's taken over closing for the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the other
Which
one
fancy
was
team is he on?
mine.
Okay.
And then Airseg, who was my top pitcher of the week, has taken over the closing duties in Kansas City. Um, so I
Paul
found,
Sewald, you said?
yeah, Paul Sewald. What's he got?
Okay. Let me share my screen over there, which I'm pretty sure just go here, share.
And just so people know what I'm looking to give a little bit of sample size to see how the players have done after they've been picked up, rather than right away rewarding people for picking up someone who has been good before they were on your team.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Seawald, yeah, 5.1 innings pitched, 7 Ks, the ERA 3.38, 0.75 whip, and he's got four saves. Picked up his fourth save this week.
What happened in this game here against Atlanta?
He let in 2 runs in 0.2 innings,
Yeah.
and that was his one blunder. And that'll happen with relievers. They'll get a crooked number every once in a while because they don't pitch enough to level it out. But over time, um,
Yeah.
the ERA is down to 3.38, the WHIP 0.75. And then Lucas
And then
Airseg,
yeah.
I picked him up pretty
He
early. He had one bad outing.
and then yeah, his whip sometimes goes up, but that's pretty much
6.2
the one bad
innings
inning.
with ERA 2.7, WHIP 1.05, 4 Ks, and he has got four saves now as well. And I think he had a hold before
One,
that.
two, three, four, five, six saves and holds total throughout.
Yeah, he got some holds before he took over the closing gig. So yeah, I think he's got four saves and two holds. So together, he's been really helping me in that category. I'm going to stick with relievers for a moment. I don't know if you want to check out De La Cruz Missile,
Yeah, I can pull that up.
because he's picked up a couple guys now in Sabrowski, Eric Sabrowski, and Riley O'Brien that have both
So
been.
Sarah Sabrowski,
There you go. Zero ERA, 0.71 whip, 7 innings pitched, 12 Ks. And how many of those saves and holds has he got? Six?
six.
Six. So Cleveland's been pitching, pitching, pitching all year so far, off to a good start. And Zabrowski's getting some numbers at the back end of that bullpen.
All right, and the other one was
Riley O'Brien with St. Louis, and I'm pretty sure he has taken over. He has the closing role for St. Louis, and St. Louis is a good pitchers. It's a good pitcher's environment as well. Um, but we're looking zero ERA, 0.48 whip, 8.1 innings pitched, 8 Ks. Like those are elite relief numbers that will help you across categories. And as he did during the draft, Dave is continuing to find elite back end of the bullpen arms to make sure that he's very competitive in saves and holds, as well as ERA and WHIP.
yeah. This guy here has five saves and holds so far.
Right. Um, those are the four relievers that I had noticed that are all putting up big numbers. And a reminder that you can always find elite relievers after the draft. You just have to be on it all the time, looking at who's trending in different directions and paying attention to teams. But another category is just young players that are just starting to blossom. And early in the season, I think it was after like game 1, Dan picked up Chase DeLauter, who's a rookie with Cleveland. Do you want to pull up Chase DeLauter stats?
Yeah, we were talking, weren't we talking about him the other day too?
Yeah, we had pointed out that
Chase the ladder here at Cleveland.
he's got an OPS close to 1,000 now. He's up to 9 runs scored, 5 home runs, and 12 RBIs. He is still actively hitting the ball and hitting it hard, giving production across categories except for steals. He hasn't really attempted a steal, I don't think. But he is slugging the ball all over the yard. So that's been
Yeah.
a huge
So
pickup
his
for Dan.
first three games here was two home runs, home run, home run. Then he didn't do much the next three games. Hit a bomb in this game against Chicago. And then the rest of these games here, he didn't do a whole lot.
No, he gets on base and he's getting some runs and RBIs in there and he's sustaining it,
Yeah.
right? Um, but he's a
His
rookie.
OPS 900, 900, 600, 1,000, 250, 417.
He's been one of the top prospects, and it looks like he's got some staying power. So it's not just an early surge, I don't think. Um, go to Saint Aint Soto for a moment. I got two young players that are both. One was recently picked up, so uh, he's kind of been high up on the ad drop board for a little while, and he does keep sustaining his performance, and that's Jordan Walker,
Jordan Walker. I see batter or pitch.
batter. He'll be on the bench right now.
Yeah, I found him.
He's got an OPS 1.092, 12
Yeah,
runs scored, 6 home runs, 13 RBIs. I remember a couple years ago being excited about him. I think Jer had him on his team, and I'm like, oh, I like Jordan Walker. I might want to pick him up. And sometimes it takes young players a little while, but look at those numbers. What is that, 4 home runs in the last 6 games?
I one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, five in the last seven.
5 home runs in the last 7 games for Jordan Walker. Um,
And
he
then before
is,
that, he was a bit colder off here with the
yeah,
stretch here with one.
he's got a steal in there too. He's been a good prospect for a while, and he didn't quite get out to a fast start in his career, but he is absolutely uh, showing up now. So sometimes it takes a little while with prospects. Um, did he jump on him in the right time? We'll see how it continues. The other high-end prospect that showed up, Sal Stewart, big hitting first baseman for Cincinnati.
Yeah, we were just talking about him.
It was the bat of the week for Paul, I think. He's got an OPS
Yeah.
of 1.129, 9 runs scored, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. And Paul picked him up a little earlier than Jordan Walker, so he's been able to yield some benefits from Sal Stewart recently. How many steals is that? Is that three? Usually you don't get many steals from a
Uh,
first base.
one, two, three.
That's not bad. He's getting contributions there as well. Um, Other names, a couple pitchers that are just dominating. We talked about Waka from De La Cruz Missile already with his 15 innings pitches, but Waka has just been absolutely outstanding. Possibly one of the best fantasy pitchers, probably the best fantasy pitcher we have out of all the pitchers right now. 3 starts and he's allowed 1 run, I think, across many innings or very
21
few
innings.
anyways. Are you going to check out all players?
Well, Sandy Alcantara's at the top.
Alcantara's at the top, Walker's 3, and that brings me to the last name on my list, and that is actually, yeah, last name on the list. I got a couple French guys I was going to talk about too, but Jose Soriano, number 2 on that list. He was undrafted, and what is he doing? ERA 0.45 in 3 starts, whip 0.65, 20 innings pitched, 21 Ks. Jer has found a gem right now. Where is this guy coming from?
Los Angeles.
Did anyone even know they had pitchers in Los Angeles? It's a great story for Jose Soriano, and Jer has been reaping the benefits of that. So, um, Good for Jer on that. My last category was kind of underappreciated players that have been good for a while, but whether it's the position they play or they're just not sexy names, they don't get drafted, but they put up consistent stats every year. And it's a couple first basemen. One is with Garrett, the Bat Waxers, and that's Christian Walker. Um, he was, I think, his hitter of the week last week, and he still keeps putting together. Oh, he's day to day. But again, it's only 3 home runs. It's not a huge home run number, but an OPS close to 1,000. He's piling up runs. He's piling up RBIs, 10 runs scored, 13 RBIs. It's just quiet, solid performance that you get at the back end of your team. And it's so consistent. He's getting, if you look through, he's getting hits every single game. He's getting on base every single game. He's impacting runs every single game. Just quiet effectiveness. And the other one who's similar, I don't think you need to pull it up, but Ryan O'Hearn is someone that I had picked up similar in a similar vein. He can hit a close to 300. He can get you 20 bombs in a year. It's first base. There's usually a lot of first basemen. It's not an exciting name, but his OPS is getting close to 1,000. Again, only 3 home runs, 7 runs scored, 12 RBIs. He's just involved. He plays every day and he's actively involved. And I get him at a couple positions, outfield and first base. Um, so those were the top 10 ads of the week. Any surprise you?
Um, hmm. I I go here. So this is where a bunch of this is.
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw this ad. Yeah, I saw this ad drop for Sal Stewart dropping Rutschman, I'm pretty sure,
Yep.
which Rutschman's currently injured.
Had a tough year last
Um,
year too.
yeah. That's why I ended up trading him to Dan. He wasn't doing great, but I know he was young, and if Dan wants to try him for another year, he was more than welcome to try.
Yeah, I think you gave a pick in that deal as well.
Yeah, I got pick on that deal too.
Yeah. Um, okay. Colin, we got like 4 minutes remaining. Level of concern on the Blue Jays? You were pretty concerned
Level of
before,
concern on the Blue Jays.
and I was like, it's early, it's fine. And since then, they lost 2 or 3 to the Dodgers. They've split 2 games against the Twins, and Springer's down, and we know Kirk's down for a while, and Barger's down, and they really only have 3 healthy pitchers, and Cease, Gossman, and Lauer. You feeling concerned?
Well, yeah, we went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game losing streak. We did, which 1, 2, 3, 4 came from two, widely considered two of the worst teams in the league.
Chicago and Colorado, yeah.
Yeah, and then we lose to Los Angeles, beat Los Angeles once, beat Minnesota once, lose to Minnesota once, which not necessarily bad here, which you kind of expect us to lose series to Los Angeles considering the injuries, but before that, still rough with the Chicago and Colorado.
Yeah. You want to look at what's coming up for us for the Blue Jays? So
Minnesota, Milwaukee,
Milwaukee was the best
Arizona.
team in the league last year. Arizona's a very good team. Angels not so much. Cleveland's off to a hot start. It's not getting easier in terms of the
Boston,
matchups.
Minnesota, Tampa, LA,
And yeah, we haven't
Tampa, Detroit.
we haven't even touched the AL East yet. So it'll be an interesting stretch here. We'll see if they can continue to dig themselves out of this hole.
Yeah.
Any last words for our listeners?
Not anything I can think of right now.
Well, then, hats off to you for listening to our pod. We'll see you next week, and happy baseball.
Yeah.